Hey guys, thanks for joining. So today what we're going to do is we're going to look at saving in SharePoint and Teams or not saving. So we're going to get right into it. Okay guys, thanks for joining. So today what we're going to do is we're just going to do some simple stuff about saving. And we're going to keep it specific to within Teams, but then Teams is connected to SharePoint. So we're in Teams, but we're in SharePoint, and it is what it is. But we're gonna get right into it. So I'm gonna open up my Teams. And so basically what we're doing today is we're just showing how you don't need to save anymore when you're using Teams, or even when you're using SharePoint Online. Everything right now, as long as you're using in the cloud, it saves automatically. So you don't need to actually save anything any longer. Just open up the document and just save. And we're going to quickly show you. So I'm in my Teams right now. So real quickly, let's give it a shot. So if I click on Word doc, I'm going to give it a name. Test file 1. And then I click create. And that's pretty much it. There's no need to save anymore. All it is as soon as you create that document, as long as you're in SharePoint or in Teams, it will automatically save your document for you. And any keystrokes as well. Let's just add some content. And as soon as I lift off the keyboard, it's actually saving at that point. So what I could do is if I choose to just go back, and I can click on the back button here. I can go back to where I was before this way, or I could simply click on the file and then I can click on save as and things like that, or whatnot, or even just close it here as well. I could do that too. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on file, click on close, and then I'm going to click on the back button. And so remember, whoops, went back a bit too far back. So remember, I didn't actually click on a save item or save button. I just simply created the document and immediately it's there. And as you can see, it's here. I can go open it up again, and here are my changes. If I make some new changes, and if I simply go back, again, my document has been updated automatically. I go back here, and here are my changes. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how you save or don't save within Teams. I could do the same thing in SharePoint, because when you go to the Files tab in Teams, it's basically SharePoint. You always see this option here called Open in SharePoint. So, kind of bells ringing, ding, duh, it's SharePoint when you go to this tab. So I can click on that, click on Open here, and again, open up the document here, and it's the same document. As you can tell, I can simply click on the back button or click close, or I can simply click here, and then it'll take me back to my previous tab in a sense, or previous place where I was. Click on General, and here's my document. I could also create or click on New here as well, and again, I'm in a new document and it's automatically saved. As you can see, the difference here than what we did in Teams was Teams actually prompts us for a name we want to call this document. SharePoint, for some strange reason, does not do that. So even if I make if I update this document, what I would have to do is if I want to rename the document, I'd have to rename it here, or I can click on File, and then I think I can click on Save As, and then I'd have to do rename here. I can rename it here to give it a specific name that I want to create it as, or I could simply go back to my document in general. So go back to SharePoint, and then here it'll have my document that I just created, and it calls it doc1 because I already have a document called document. So it calls it doc1. Again, if we want to test, here's my document. I'll go back here again, And what I could do here is I could also rename it here as well. So I can click on here, click on rename, or I can go back into the document and simply click on save as, and then rename here. And I can call it hello W, right? And so again, if I go back now, my document is now appropriately named. So it's a little bit weird that in Teams it prompts you, which is good, and then when you do the same thing in SharePoint it doesn't, which is a little weird. But you know, each experience has its quirks. I specifically didn't say different system because it is basically the same system. You're just accessing it from within the Teams interface as opposed to SharePoint. It's all SharePoint in the background. And that's pretty much it. So that's how you save a document. Pretty simple, or not save a document within the new world of SharePoint Teams experience. Stay tuned to watch another video, and thanks for joining.